Welcome to another in our language arts series, boys and girls. Today we'll be looking at pronoun antecedent agreement. We'll be looking at the rules that relate to pronouns and their antecedents. Now, the antecedent of a pronoun is a word that comes before the pronoun in a sentence to which the pronoun refers directly. Let's look at the example there. Every girl must take her own gears. Every is an indefinite term. It's a singular indefinite term. It means that anything else in that sentence must be singular. But this agreement here is an agreement in gender. Every girl must take her own gears. So the pronoun is her and the antecedent is girl. And the word every indicates that it's a singular term. Each child must eat his or her lunch at his or her desk. Now, child is a common noun, so the gender can either be male or female. So, since we use the common term child, we use the pronouns his or her. So, you have the pronouns his or her, and the word that they directly refer to is child, and each there is also an indefinite term. Rule: pronouns must agree with their antecedent in number, gender, and person. Pronouns must agree with their antecedent in number, gender, and person. This is another in the concord in the language arts, the agreement. When we do verbs, we look at subject and verb agreement. Here we are looking at pronoun and antecedent agreement. The rule says pronouns must agree with their antecedents in number and in gender, also in person. In number, if the antecedent is singular, the pronoun must be singular. If the antecedent is plural, the pronoun must be plural. In gender, if the antecedent is of the male gender, the pronoun that follows must be of the male gender. If the antecedent is of the female gender, the same follows. The pronoun that comes after it must be of the similar gender. In person, if the antecedent is in the first, second, or third person, the pronoun must agree with same. Now, the following antecedents always refer to singular pronouns. So for each of these words, any pronoun that comes further on in the sentence must be in its singular form. The words are anybody, anyone, each, either, everybody, everyone, neither, nobody, one, somebody, someone, and there are some others. Now, these words, but anytime you see them, it's a red flag. They are always singular in context. So here we have an example. Each of the boys has his own savings account. Now, each of would indicate that the sentence is singular. It means that every single one of the boys, so it is really speaking of the individuals as against all the boys. So usually children get confused when the term boys pop up because you know that boys is a plural term. But you are not looking for the term, for the noun. You are looking for the indefinite pronoun. You are looking for the indefinite pronoun. Anyone, anybody, each, either, everybody, everyone, neither, nobody, none, somebody, someone, no one. When you see those terms, the context of the sentence is singular. Hence, the pronouns that follow should be in their singular form. This is usually something, boys and girls, that cause persons to get items incorrect, because this is one of the grammatical rules that separate the men from the boys. You have to learn this. Rule 2. Singular antecedents joined by or nor are referred to by a singular pronoun. So the pronoun that comes after any of the two singular words joined by or nor must still be singular. The example here is anyone can achieve his or her goals. Anyone can achieve his or her goals. So here we have are. We could say neither the boy nor the girl is coming to the party. Either the boy or the girl will take the bag to the teacher. Now, all of those are singular in context because you have two singular terms joined by or. And remember, or is not saying both of them will do it, but or is giving you a choice. It's either one or the other that will do the action. So it is considered singular. That's it for now, boys and girls. We have looked at pronouns and antecedent agreement. The pronouns agree with their antecedent in three ways: in number, in gender, and in person. If the pronoun is singular, the antecedent has to be singular. If the antecedent is in the male gender, the pronoun has to agree in the same gender. And then we talk about first, second, or third person. Also, there are some terms that appear to be plural, but are usually singular in context. Those terms, we have to pay close attention to them. If they are used as the antecedent of pronouns, the context of the sentence is singular, irrespective of the fact that a plural noun might be present in the sentence. Please analyze the sentences. Look out for the indefinite terms: each, anyone, everyone, no one, none. All those terms are singular. Then we say if two singular nouns are joined by are, the pronoun that follows should be in its singular form because the context of the sentence is really in its singular form. Or does not make two, or is really saying one thing or another, and as such the context of the sentence will remain singular as long as the nouns are singular. That's it, boys and girls.